Hello folks, Hot Rod Rodney 25 coming back to you with another How Hot Rod Does It. Or how Hot Rod Does It, I think is the name of the videos. I haven't did one of these for quite a while, so let me try to set the camera up and rig it so you all can see what I'm doing. This is some track that I bought from a train show or something a while back. It's Atlas. It's three pieces of 18 radius together, and I gotta get this staple out of here. But anyway, or piece of wire or something they put on there. He must have had that holding it down or something. But anyway, guys, I am going to solder me some rail joiners. And the rail joiners that I'm going to solder is actually already on. I already put them on the track. This is brass track, so I put nickel silver or nickel plate or whatever you want to call it, rail joiners on there, just because the brass ones never look too fascinating to me for some reason. I do all that to all my brass track, unless the brass ones are new or something. But let me try and see if I can get this out of here real quick. It must have been a piece of wire or a staple or something they had on there. And this one's supposed to be part of the video, guys, but here we are. I did not notice this wire on this piece until, and I don't really think it's going to hurt anything, but I'm going to include it on this video anyway, just because it'll make it a little longer than probably what I will have it myself. Okay, there we go. It had two little pieces of staple or something in it. That must have been how they had this track at one time down on their layout. Well, anyway, guys, in Abbott, the original plan of Abbeville, this is all I used all my life. 15 radius curve. That's all that, because it was cheaper than the 18 and the 22, it went up, you know, couple dollars each back then when I bought all this. Well, I found out that you could buy this by the case cheaper than a case of 18 and a case of 22. When you're a kid, you save money, you buy what you can afford, and this is what I've been using all my life. I'm still going to continue to use some of it, like for the trolley line, for yards, for smaller trains and, you know, radius trains, locomotives, diesels, switchers, whatever. I'm still going to use it. I'm not getting rid of it because I've got a lot of money invested in it, to me anyway. But in Abbeville, on my plan that I showed Thursday night on my live stream, on my Train Tunnel Thursday live stream, in the plan it's 18 radius down here on the main line, on the main level. So, being that we have feeder wires back there, and I don't know if I won't be able to change the camera around because I got it on the front. But if you see that, which I don't know what exactly I'm looking at, back there where the screwdriver is, back there is a little piece of 3-inch track that is actually in the remainder of the 15 radius pieces. What I'm going to do, I'm only going to solder one rail joiner on this piece of long curve, and this is three pieces of 18 radius put together. So I'm not sure, you know, Atlas must have made this for a reason, you know, to so everybody could speed up, you know, their curve stuff back then. But it is 18 radius. There is just a little bit of a bad spot right here. It looks like it's a little bit dented, but I ran a car across it. There's no bumps at all, guys. And it's right here on this rail. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but we will get one of my good cars that's converted over to knuckle couplers. I got this car off eBay, and it is a Tyco or Mantroa. Tyco is Mantroa, so Mantroa is the newest name to Tyco, which also no longer exists, but or at least not a lot. But I mean, there's no bumps, there's no nothing. So you know, it's not real bad. I think it's gonna work. I mean, and it's also going to be out in the middle. So if I would ever have a problem with it, I can just pull it out of the front and replace it with 3 other pieces. Now, I don't have a lot of this. This is these 2 pieces here, plus this third one, which is painted, and I did not bother cleaning it yet. Really, the paint ain't on the rails. It's just on the sleepers or ties or whatever you want to call them. Wherever you're located, and the camera just fell. Let me see if it'd be nice if I could put it up there, but I can't do that right now. So we'll put you back. Should have had the camera thing out here, but that's all right. So hopefully this will work. Like I said, we're only going to do this rail joiner, solder this rail joiner, and what that's going to do, this one will be out front with the hopefully that bad spot. What did I do here? Oh, okay. This one will be in the middle with the bad spot. I don't really think it's going to bother any or be any problem. Like I said, if it is, I will change it. But this will go in the back, and it will connect in the middle like that with my feeder wires, and that part will be in front. So I will not do no soldering in the middle, because I leave my solder or my feeder joints and joiners, rail joiners, free That way, if something would ever happen that I need to replace my joiners, I don't have to desolder and all that other good stuff. So, with that being said, I ran this car, and this is a good running car. Yes, plastic wheels, but that don't bother me. But anyway, this is a good running car, so I know it's engaged and the track is engaged. I done checked all that good stuff. So anyway, we're going to get to soldering this rail joiner and this other rail joiner on that piece. So let's get to it, and then I will install this off camera, because I'm sure you don't want to see my big body try to squeeze in a 10-inch space. So and good thing I ain't no bigger right here, because, well, I wouldn't be able to get in there. Well, I would, but you got to remember, I have not been in that space for a couple years now, or several years now. So I've gotten a little older since I've been back in there. So hopefully it will work. I probably haven't been back there since 2015, 2016, when I laid that original track back there. So I do not use no additional flux. This solder here comes from Micro Mart. It has flux in it. It has plenty of flux in it. I know what everybody's going to say, you should use additional flux, but I always never had a problem, and the way I solder, I haven't had a problem yet. So we will tin or put a little solder on our soldering tip, and if I can get this on camera, we will let that solder. Maybe. I haven't soldered for a while, guys, so this may not take, because it's not clean. And I don't think it's going to do what I am trying to make it do. Okay, well, this isn't going to work, obviously. I've never had this problem before. So, let me knock that solder off of there. And I'm not sure. Oop. I don't know if that will work or not. Shined it up a little bit, so it might take now. Like I said, I haven't did this for a while, so let me see. if this is going to work this time. Yeah, I never had this problem with my track. I don't know if it's something to do with this piece of track, or if it's just, like I said, it's been a while since I soldered, so I think as long as I get enough on there, it will do what I'm trying to make it do. And I'll have to try to get that off of there, but anyway, there's one. It finally took. Probably just a little dirty. Probably had a little bit of dirt on it. There we go. I think that's what I want. Just knocking a little piece of solder off, guys. Off the little bit of the rail. And then what I do, I take my fine sanding block. It's real fine grit. It's not doing nothing to the rails. I've never had that problem, so it's not scratching or nothing. It's, ooh, something stuck me. What that was, but anyway, there it is. I don't know if, you know, that's the way I solder. I mean, it took that time. It don't take much to, you know, just to hold the rail joiner on. I mean, that's on there. I can't pull it off. So, it would have fell off if I kept playing with the screwdriver on it. So, anyway, you can tell it's all shined up and ready to go. Now, this is just the way I do stuff, guys. You don't have to do it my way. I'm just doing a video to put it on my channel. I will pull that rail joiner off, and they are new rail joiners, so I do know that. And we'll shine the side of the rail up just a little bit. It doesn't have to take much, just enough to get a little electricity through it. I did do the bottoms, what I could get, and believe it or not, brass, a lot of the brass track and a lot of the other brand nickel silver tracks and those kind of collars or tracks had the rail joiner molded or pressed or, you know, stamped, whatever you want to call it, on there. So it ain't really, I mean, it's, some of them's hard, but it's easy just to use. And these are wire strippers, but I just took a hold of it. Excuse me, guys. I just took a hold of it and pulled it. So they wasn't really on there, you know, perfect. So you can tell this track's been used because it's been broke out. But for my application where this is going, you ain't going to see it. And it ain't going to matter. I'll put some screws in it, tie it down, and, you know, not worry about it. So we will put this rail joiner on. And I always, when I bought my Atlas track by the case over the years, the rail joiner always came on your left side rail, your outside rail. Well, technically you can't call it the out, on the curve I guess you can, but on the straight, you know, see if I can find a piece of straight here to show you. On the straight it always came on the left top rail, and then it was on, you know, your opposite down at the bottom. Whichever way you flipped it, it was top or bottom. But anyway, I always did that just to continue it. Other ways, up on the shelf where I have track made into circles and stuff, you know, the trains on the shelves going around the building. Well, I actually, to make it look like flex track, I took four pieces of 9-inch straight, soldered it together, put feeders on one end, and left the other two joiners on the other end empty, so the next set of four pieces would be soldered together, and it would allow those the rail joiner feeder wires to be loose on both tracks. That way you could pop the section of 4 pieces of track out, and if you ever had to get, you know, change your feeders or whatever. And I left them, I didn't solder the feeder joiners, is what I'm trying to say, to make it a little easier. But that's the way that I did my track up on the shells. And it actually speeded it up because I measured out how much track I needed between the ends and the curves on the ends. The curves up on them shells is actually 15 radius, but they work fine. The trains that you see in my flashback videos on my channel, on my YouTube channel, the chassis system engines that you see pulling trains around up there, there should be 2, because the other 2 was not wired at the time. Actually still isn't. That's something else I gotta get back to. But anyway, they work fine on 15-inch radius, and they're Afrin engines. So that tells you, you know, that you can make stuff work on 15. You just don't want to run a big long passenger car or a big long 6-axle engine on a piece of 15. It will take 18, but you know, they recommend to go 18 as your minimum, and you know, on up to 36 or whatever you can make the radius. Actually, you could probably go beyond that if you wanted to really expand your curve. I mean, you could have 40, you could have 50. It all depends if you wanted to go that far with a lot of curve track. But anyway, we will get back to this because I'm just rambling. And what I do, guys, I just take a screwdriver too on the side of this just to get any possible loose dirt off of there. And I hope this video is going to turn out the way I like it to. But I know a lot of people's probably going to say, well, it's the wrong way to solder, the wrong way to do stuff. Don't melt your ties, which I don't normally do. I have melted too many ties. Main thing is you can't leave your soldering iron on there way too long. You know, once your solder flows, just let it sink right down into your rail joiner on the side. If you can see that, I don't even know what it looks like. I guess I ought to look at it. Make sure it did take. Yeah, that one took. So it was definitely dirty on the other one a little bit. That's how I solder, guys. Just enough to tack the rail joiner fast. I know there's, you know, a lot of different soldering skills. I know everybody uses extra flux and everything, but this has flux in it. I do not use any additional flux unless it's to, you know, solder something bigger than HO, which, you know, is, well, obviously O scale or O gauge or something of my dad's. But I don't use any additional flux. I know what everybody's going to say you should, but I mean, that is how I solder. That's how I'm going to continue to solder. It's just, you know, the way it is. But anyway, this has been the way video, the way Hot Rod did it. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I hope it, you know, gives you a little bit of idea how to solder, or how I solder. It works for me, so that's all that matters. And that's running across there smooth. So, you know, the only way the track was bent was it was kind of, you know, bent up this way, and I put it on two different places, and I took it and just lightly bent it until it set flatter on my layout. So anyway, that will conclude this video. I hope it helps the beginners. I know there's plenty of other soldering videos. You don't have to take my idea, and you know, you don't have to do anything that I just did. It's not, you know, a mandatory thing that, and I'm not a teacher. I just thought I'd put this video out for fun. Have something new on my channel. And you can see, I mean, this one took real good. If you can see that. I know it kind of looks piled up, but it's actually not. That's actually smooth on there. It might look a little weird on camera, but it is smooth. And this one's even smoother. I mean, this one don't have much solder on it, but it did tack that rail joiner in pretty good, because I can't pull it out by hand. So that tells me the solder is in there pretty good. So, and so is this one. This one I can't pull out either. So anyway, guys, I hope it helps somebody. And I hope this ain't too bent, but they are kind of, yeah. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. This has been a how Hot Rod did it. So we'll catch you on the next video. Like, share, subscribe, comment on the section down below. And yes, I am in the train shed. Out here with the heater on, as you can see right down there. And I am right here at Abbeville, which you've seen a little bit ago. There's the heater, and up there's the dock, or the old dockyard. And this is also going to be like a container intermobile type yard area, and then there'll be sidings and so forth. And there's part of where I'm starting to put down, just to see what it starts to look like. 5 switches to the back of the yard that you've seen on my diagram Thursday night. But this video is now going to be ended, because it is now 31 minutes long, and I don't really want it 30 some minutes long. But till the next time, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment down in the section down below, ring the bell, fill in the bell icon, and check out my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now, guys.